Hi, everybody. This is Michelle Grigsby. I am so thrilled that you're here. Thank you so much for jumping on to this training. I am so excited for what we're about to deliver to you. I've got with me the beautiful Donna Rios, and she is a blogging expert, and I'm just so excited to share with you what we have to share with you. Once again, I want to just tell you who I am. My name is Michelle Grigsby, and thanks to the awesome feedback I got from some ladies from last week, I'm wearing the same fabulous earrings I had on. So, and anyway, I just wanted to tell you really quickly who I am. I've been doing internet marketing for about 3 years, full-time for a year now, and I am just really excited to share with you what we have to share with you. And I also want to thank Rex Harris for enabling us to give you this value inside the Academy. And if you're watching this live, then you are more than likely watching this on the Academy page. And if you are, please make sure that you are registered as a free member at least. And with the free membership, you get access to a lot of awesome trainings. Definitely do that. The form should be right below this video. Fill it out. You need a Gmail account to do so, but go ahead and subscribe, and you will find that this is something that is being offered to you that you cannot get anywhere else. I'll just tell you that point blank. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to the beautiful Donna, and we're going to go ahead and get right to the training. How are you, Donna?
Hey, Michelle, I am fine. I'm really excited about doing this training today just because of the fact I think that it's really going to empower a lot of people, especially to understand maybe more on why blogging is so important to your online presence. So anyway, so are you ready to get started, Michelle? Yeah? Okay. Well then, everybody, I'm just going to share my screen, so just bear with me a second. And what we're going to talk about a little bit today is about posting your first blog. And can you see my screen okay, Michelle?
Yep.
Okay. And right now, let me just go here so you can kind of see. But the reason I wanted to do that is because we do want to give you value on, stating why you need to have your own blog. But then the other reason is also we want to teach you how to do this, because we can tell you how to do this, all day long, but sometimes you just need somebody that you can just look over the shoulder and see, how do I do this? So today we're going to be talking about how to create your first post within your new WordPress blog. And I'm going to talk to you about featured images. I'm going to talk to you about tags and about categories, and then getting everything kind of set up the way that you want. So as you can see, I am logged into the back end of my WordPress website. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to post, and what I did is I already wrote a post, I already created my featured image, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that, on how to do that. But so I just wanted to walk you through the steps. So we're in the post, and I'm just going to click Add New. And one thing I do want to kind of just preface it, and this is just really important, I guess, because as a designer and as a working with other business owners with their websites or with their blogs, something that I found is that, most people, they just think, oh, I'll just go here and I'll just write a blog post and I'll just publish it. And that can be true, yes. But because I have seen what can happen to websites, whether they crash, the servers go down, whatever the case is, and you can lose almost all of your information. So I'm a real proponent to backing up your website. But I like to create everything on my desktop or on my laptop first, and then I upload it onto my website. So this way I have a copy of everything that is on my website on my hard drives. And so anyway, so I say that because here in my little Word document down here is my post that I'm going to post today. So all I'm going to do is, once I wrote it, and it doesn't have to be really long. It doesn't, I've been doing this for a while, so my posts tend to be a little longer because, I'm more comfortable. I found my voice. and I kind of feel good about the things that I write about. So my posts can be longer. So when you're starting off, sometimes your post, you can say, oh, what the heck am I going to write about, or anything like that. And you know, sometimes you just have to start writing. It's just like doing videos. Sometimes you just have to start doing the videos for you to get comfortable enough to know, you know, how to say things, what to say things, get over how you look, get over how you sound, and you just have to kind of jump out and do it. And that's the same with blogging. You know, pick something that you enjoy talking about, and then just start writing about it. Even if it's just a paragraph or two, you know, maybe up to 4 paragraphs, and they can be short, just 2-sentence paragraphs, but just to get something down on paper so that then you can start populating your blog. So anyways, so this is my blog post I'm going to be posting today. So I'm just going to highlight this, and I just hit Control C to copy it, and then I'm going back to my website, and I'm just going to paste it in, which is Control V, not Central. Sorry, I always get that confused. But anyways, Control V, you know, or you can do the right clicking and all that good stuff. But and then all I'm going to do is just click down here, and I'm just going to go, and I'm just highlighting the whole thing again. And I'll do it. It's Control C, and then I'm just pasting it. So it's Control V. So here is my blog post now. Now, once I get it up here, now it's time to do a little bit of designing, I guess you could say. I have a certain look that I like on my blog post. So those are the things that I'm going to shoot for. Now, everybody has to develop their own look or their own feel, and that's your personal preference. But so I'm going to go through kind of the things that are pertinent to me. I'm sorry I sound a little raspy today. Our weather's changing, and so I just feel a little grungy. Right? Okay, first thing I want to do is right here, here's my title, why not having a blog is killing your network marketing business. Well, that can be really good. This is going to be my permalink, or the link that is going to show up in the URL box. Well, you can edit this. You just have to click that, and then you can shorten this to whatever you want it to, or you can leave it the same. That's going to be totally up to you. It doesn't do anything to your SEO or you know, any of that kind of stuff. Right here, I'm going to, because this is my first title thing, I'm going to center it. It's already bolded, and I'm going to size it. And I like a little bit of color that matches my whole theme color, so I just change my color, and there it is. Now, as we're reading down, kind of what I like to do is, when you're designing a blog post, something to kind of just consider is the fact that you want to give your readers' eyes enough white space to kind of relax while they're reading. And what I mean by white space, sorry guys, let me just go here so I can kind of show you real quick.
Poor Donna, don't you hate that?
I know. It has to be today, right? Okay, that's not good. Let me see. I just kind of wanted to show you real quick. Okay, I think this one is a written one. Okay, now this is one that I wrote. Now, this right here is a little plugin that we'll have to do a training on later, so kind of just ignore that right at the moment. But the thing is, like, see how I kind of bold these and center this and give it a little color, and then there's more white space, there's space between your different sentences or the paragraphs. That's the thing that you want to look out for, because reading online, if you just sat here and you just read this whole thing, that kind of, your eyes get like overwhelmed with the amount of information. So you want to make sure that you give things a little bit of white space. And so anyway, so that's my little tip of the day, I guess you could say. So again, because I made this my headline or my first sentence like a 18. I'm making these a little smaller, so I think they're going to be like a 14. And I'm also going to color those. And in this article, anyways, I'm all talking about positioning, which is stuff that we've talked about in all of our trainings, but you know, this is just re-emphasizing, you know, that if you're online and you are trying to build a business online, in today's day and age, I don't care what business you're in, I don't care what company you're in, if you are not branding yourself, if you are not positioning yourself as a leader within whatever niche you choose, you are missing out. Because there's so many things I can do with my blog to drive traffic to it, where I can add audio trainings, I can add videos, I can add all kinds of images that people can click on. I mean, these are just powerful marketing tools that if you don't have this presence, then you don't have access to these things. Yes, you can still have a YouTube account. Yes, you can still have a social media account. Yeah, you can still have a Pinterest account. But all of those are kind of like sitting out there with connected to nothing. And until you connect it to a blog, which is, again, your central hub, your home, your whatever resonates with you online, until you have that, you really are missing out on a lot of things. Now, you can build your business. If you're just out to just build your network marketing business or direct sales business, and, you know, it's all about the money and all about, you know, just getting the leads and growing it and all that kind of stuff, then we are probably in two separate niches, I guess you could say, because this is not just for people that just want to make money online. This is also for people, this is way bigger for people that want to brand themselves, position themselves as a leader, posture themselves as that leader within their niche, as the go-to person for people to know you, to like you, and to trust you, to become a following of yours. And that's what we're talking about here. So that's why it's so important to me to have my blogs, you know, running. So whether I'm posting a written blog or I'm posting a how-to training, those are things that are gathering people out there in the whole wide world web, and it's drawing people into me, and they get to, you know, experience my website, they get to experience my blog. That's why we put videos on there to kind of show me, or even Michelle, you know, to show us, because we want people to get to know us and to see us as the leaders that we are within an industry. And so anyway, so I just say all that. So let's see, what else am I going to do? Okay. And a cool thing, like this little comment even says, is that the thing with blogs or having your own website, however you want it, however that resonates in your brain, or, you know, where you can kind of understand it, is that my blog is going to be up there forever until I take it down. And so it is generating traffic for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 12 months out of the year. There is nothing that's stopping it. Where if I'm just paying for traffic, or I'm just paying for leads, or if I'm just paying for advertising, well, when my money runs out, it runs out, it stops. Where this is always branding me. And so no matter what company I'm with, no matter what else I'm doing online, no matter where the roads lead to my future, this is always there. And that brings me great joy, because then it's something tangible that I can put my hands on to know that what I'm doing matters, and I want to make a difference in people's lives, and I know that this is a starting point. And so anyways, this is like the beginning of your funnel. You know, I know every marketing company out there talks about the funnel and driving traffic into the funnel and all that good stuff. Well, this is just the top of the funnel. And now, through me capturing emails and all that good stuff, that's the end of my funnel. And then hopefully then people will become customers of mine. It's just a different way of approaching your online potential out there. Michelle, you got anything to say? I mean, or to add?
Oh, I'm just absolutely loving what you're saying, Donna. You gave a huge nugget talking about the white space. That is huge because, when I see, like, even when somebody posts, like, on Facebook, like an inspirational picture, and then they put a whole bunch of text with it, if it's just a whole bunch of sentences googled together, I won't read it. You need
Yeah.
to have lots of white space. That's a huge nugget. I hope everybody got that. And I also love how you talked about how, having a blog is it's there 24/7, and I also love how you shared your story there. I do love that. You want to make a difference in people's lives. That's so powerful and so true.
Well, thanks. Um, okay, so now look, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I don't know exactly how it's going to look online yet. So one thing I'm going to do before I go and I publish this, because I don't know for sure, I'm going to hit preview. And this is a really cool thing with WordPress, is the fact that I'm able to preview what this might look like so that I can tweak anything that needs to be fixed or anything that I don't like personally. Now see right here, this top sentence, this sticks out to me. I don't want just one word down here. So I need to go back and I'm going to fix it. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the tab where I was working in. And let's see, are you a network marketer? Okay. And all I'm going to do, let's see what we're going to do. I'm just going to hit enter. There's another way you can do things too, but for right now, I'm going to hit enter, and I'm going to hit preview again, and it's going to update my changes. Now see, I like that a lot better. Okay, so, and it just, because it's not crunched all the way from end to end, and it gives me more white space. So then I'm just kind of looking, and just I'm not reading. All I'm doing is just, because this is just a kind of, let me back up again. When you're writing your blog post, a real trick that I've learned a long time ago, and I do it still to this day, is once I write the blog post, I kind of walk away for it for a couple minutes, and then I'll come back to it. And when I come back to it, I read it out loud. And when I read it out loud, that's when I'm finding grammar errors. That's where I'm finding, words that don't make sense, or I need to reword things. Because when you read it out loud, it just, your ears are hearing it and your mind is seeing it. Then if you're just reading it in your mind, then you can kind of overlook a lot of things, because, I want to look as professional as I personally can right now. And so I don't want misspelled words. I don't want grammar missed in the wrong place, or, whatever the case is. So so anyways, that's just a little side note. Again, I'm just looking through this. Okay, well, I'm liking the way that it looks right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back again to my another tab, and now I'm going to add my feature image. And your featured image is WordPress automatically will put this featured image above your blog post. So it'll be the feature image, and then your blog post, your writings will start. Now, before Facebook did all their changes just recently, I liked having, and let me see if I can show you this real quick. I liked having a blog post cover featured image that took up the whole space, okay? But then when I would post this onto Facebook, half of it would be cut off. And now Facebook is saying, well, if I post my link, which is just right here, if I just go into my Facebook page and I just post my link, it's going to automatically pull this image anyways. Well, that's great. And then it's going to, automatically people can just click on the image and then be taken to my blog. That's wonderful. But if my image is halfway cut off, that doesn't look so good. So I have gone back to creating images that are the exact size that we need for Facebook, which I believe, hang on, let me just find this real quick. Michelle, what's the exact image for Facebook?
It's 484 by 252.
There you go. So you heard what she said. It's 484 by 252.
Correct.
So and this is the one that I'm posting today. So this image, you're going to see it's a little smaller than my, okay, so I got it uploaded. It's going to be a little smaller than my, I think it's going to pull on here. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't pull the featured image sometimes,
Yeah,
especially if you have a lot of images on your blog post. It did. Well, that it'll pull there, but
yeah.
and what's cool is, oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say what's also cool about this theme that we're using is you don't have to have an image appear. I know some of the people that are using this theme, they're not setting it up so that the thumbnail or the image appears when you go to their blog.
Mm-hmm.
And all there is there's something in the settings where you can just uncheck mark something to do that. But I like having an image.
See, I do. Yeah, I do too. Because images are really big online, and they just speak a lot. You know, they just speak volumes. So I like having the images within my blog post, and especially as my featured image. Now, I created this image specifically thinking about my marketing on Facebook and all my other, you know, Google Plus, Pinterest, you know, all of those. So, so now I'm going to be able to very easily just click on, you know, grab my link and go share it, and it should automatically pull up this image, because this image is now associated with this blog post as the featured image, and I like that. So again, that's my personal preference, but like Michelle said, some people using this theme, they have it set where they don't have the image there. And again, that's a personal preference. You know, you kind of have to decide how you like it. But what I like about it is, if I have my featured images, is because of the fact, specifically, when someone clicks on my blog, the images are there with a little excerpt of what that blog post is about. So if I scroll down, you can see these are all the images that go along with that. So it's so that they just grab attention than if it was just this. Let me see if I can do this. Anyways, if it was just this, just the writing and the title, well, that wouldn't be as exciting as seeing, you know, the image along with the title and then the excerpt. Again, it's just my personal preference, but being online and knowing that images are really big, that's one of my reasons for doing that. So, okay, so let's go back here. We did our featured image. Okay, now we're going to do, these are our categories. So we're going to come down here to categories. Now you can add any categories you want here. Now I have a lot of mine already set up, and to add a new one, you know, I'll show you how to do that. But anyways, I'm just going to click the ones that I want right now. Just give me a second to do that. Let's see. Oh, it's not really tutorial. Let's see, we're talking about WordPress. And then I can add anything else on here. So if I wanted to add, let me see. Let's log in on there. Oops. I do.
What I love about categories is when somebody clicks on a category, it pulls up all the blog posts with that category. I love that.
And that's why it's so important to make sure that you click on the categories that you want, or you make sure you add the categories. So see, I'm adding this new category, network marketing, and I'm just going to click add new category, and it's going to automatically be there. And it's probably up here at the top, and it's already checked, along with all the other categories that I checked also. Okay, so that's categories. Now tags are really, really important. These are like what people might search for to find your article, or to find your blog post, or to find your, you know, whatever. So what I do, now this is just, again, my little thing, is this was my article. And at the bottom of my article, I always write a list of tags that will go on there. So I know which ones are going to go with what article. So I just wrote all those. So I'm just going to copy them. And again, it's just Control-C. And here I'm just going to paste them. And I'm just going to click Add. And then you can see that they're all there. Now, if there's anything there that I say, oh, maybe that's not one, then I can easily delete it just like that. But, you know, I just want, you know, is there a limit of how many tags you can have? No, I guess not. And, you know, I'm not an SEO expert to no means. I just know how important it is. So, you know, anything that I can think of that will go with my article, I'm going to go and add that. Now, Michelle, do you have anything different on you doing your tags, or?
You know, I need to work on that. I need to work on that. I throw some in there, but I do need to work on that more.
Yeah, it's just, you know, SEO used to be a big, huge, scary thing. It's not so scary anymore. I'm no expert in it in any means, shape, or form. It's kind of like, it's as technical as I am, that's so detailed that it just turns me off. And so anyways, I just know it's important, so I do try to add my tags on there. Sometimes it might be just 2 or 3, and then sometimes this one was easy for me to pull up more tags, but I am learning that because of the fact that this is a good little nugget to kind of know as you're starting to develop your blogging platform or anything. But with so many websites coming online, you know, it's just, I don't know the numbers offhand, but there are so many websites coming online. The internet is getting bombarded, and you could even see that if you go to Google, if you go to GoDaddy or any of these places that sell domains. You know, the things that used to be so easy to get a hold of in domains, they're not that easy anymore. You have to be a little more creative to choose the domain names because of the fact so many people are coming online. And when you're, especially when you are just starting, if you have never bought a domain name before, I most highly recommend that you buy your own name. Okay, so like it's michellgrisby.com, donnarios.com. Now after that, then you can buy, branch out from there however you want. But the fact is that you want to brand yourself. And so to me, branding your name is like one of the top things that you should be doing. So,
absolutely.
I know. I'm sorry, Michelle, what?
I said absolutely. I have michellgrigsby.com, michellgrigsby.net, Online with Michelle, Retire with Michelle, Work with Michelle. Somebody, Coach Tim threw something in. I'm not sure what he meant by it. Might want to add a question mark after marketer. Great tip to triple check before publishing. Not sure.
Okay, just ask him where.
I'm not sure. Might want to. Okay, let me see. I just said where. I just asked him, but there's a delay. I know on.
Yeah.
And then also, Robert Gardner just said, use Google keyword and search for what you're promoting and see what people are searching for. That's a great tip. And that's a complete training all in itself.
That is for sure.
This is assuming you already know what keywords you're going after.
Right.
And I personally like to do, I don't do a lot of I personally like doing videos, because I know that it's really easy to rank with videos right now, and so I go after keywords and I do videos with it, and then I embed it on my blog post, and that's huge Google juice, isn't it, Donna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a good. Are you getting that echo, Michelle?
Is it gone?
Yeah, now it is. And that's just that's just why it's so important to have your own blog post or your own blog or website, however you want to talk about that. But anyways, that's why it's so important, because see, you can do the videos, you can embed them into your own website, and then you're able to broadcast them out and share them with everybody, and it just draws more readers or more eyes to your website. And again, it's that hub of the wheel and all the spokes around it. So anyway.
Okay. He said the question mark, are you a network marketer, at the very top, the title.
Oh, right up here? Oh. Okay, I will do that.
You rock.
Tell him thank you very much. Okay, so anyway, so I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the way it looks. I feel good, so I'm going to now publish it. Now, one thing too with having your blog, and this is just, I mean, there's just so many pluses to this, and I'm going to go and view it real quick, is that when I publish a blog post, through my Aweber account, Aweber now gets notified that I just published a new blog post, and then Aweber now sends that to my to Facebook and Twitter, announcing that I just published a new blog post. Now, on my Facebook page or on Twitter, do they get notified a couple times, because I'm going to now take this link and I'm going to go publish it also on Facebook and all that good stuff. But you got to remember, like with Facebook, things are being posted to that like all the time. So even if I post something right now and 5 minutes later post the same thing in somebody's news feed, that's down, I don't even know how many places down. So it's not like you're over bombarding, anybody's news feed or anything like that, So it's kind of like a mindset thing. So anyways, so here we are. This is now my published post. And again, like I said, this is a little plugin that we do need to do a training on. And I'm happy with it. And like I said, my posts tend to be a little longer anyways. And now, look, I have a recent post, so this is my most recent one. And as they go down, then it just kind of shows up, so people can just click on whatever one that they want to find. And then these are my categories. So like if anybody wants to click on blogging, they're going to find that, I have 6 articles under blogging, or, here's all my how-to videos, all that kind of stuff. So this is where your categories come in really powerful for your blog. So I believe that's everything that I have. Michelle, is there any questions before I...
Let me look here real quick. I just want to point out, guys, do you notice how she's got the ability for you to opt in? It's over on the sidebar. It's inside the blog post. And do you remember seeing the pop-up whenever she got to her blog? It's all about capturing leads and delivering value. I'm on Donna's email list, and she does nothing but deliver value. And I love her emails, because I know that when I get an email from her, it's going to be something of value. And let me look here real quick, see if there's any questions. I don't think we have any. Rocker33, excellent. Sounds great, Donna. Looks good. You got some awesome feedback.
Okay.
Yeah, one thing I want to ask you real quick. You know how you talked about you can edit the title by clicking on edit whenever you were posting the title?
The permalink?
Yeah. Are you familiar with Slug, S-L-U-G? Because I always went down to Slug. If you go down, like if you click on screen options, here's another nugget that a lot of people might not know about. If you click on screen options at the top and you make sure that your Slug is activated, you can go down to Slug and you can name what your blog post will be and still use that title.
This one right here, Slug? Okay. Yep. And then what does it do?
Well, scroll down. Scroll like all the way down and look for, if you keep going down, there's Slug. See Slug right there? Okay, if you change that to whatever you want, you can also change it there, where it will also update it so that whenever you save the page, it will be whatever you name the Slug.
Right. Right. Cool beans. And now, Michelle, let me ask you this. Do you keep the whole, like whatever you title your blog post, do you keep it as the whole permalink?
Nope. I don't. I change it to the keyword. I change it to the keyword. My title is usually always different.
Oh, now see, that's something I wouldn't have thought of that, but that makes so much sense to me.
But something that you do that I absolutely love, and this is a huge marketing tip, you guys, is she puts the name of her blog post on the image. And you're going to get a lot more clicks, you're going to get a lot more engagement on that and clicks by putting that on there. Because if you go through like news feeds, you'll see an image that somebody uses, and then they've got it with, in the description, they type something. And if you've got like the title on the blog post, on the actual image, huge, and it really sets you apart, and it's just much more professional.
Cool.
So great job there.
Okay. Well, let me do this what you were just saying. So let me see if I can do this. Okay, we'll just update this. Okay, well, I'm done then. Let's see. Let me stop sharing here. Okay, we are back. Michelle? You're muted, Michelle. There you go.
Okay. Hi, everybody. We're back. That was awesome. That's amazing, Donna.
Well, thanks, Michelle.
If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to either one of us, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. And from there, I guess we'll bid you adieu. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time. Cheers.
Sounds great. Bye, guys.
Bye.